here from Arcurious. How are you? Welcome to all the rerunners, the lurkers, and of course, whenever my live chatters will come, I will tell them to welcome. So, I'm Spider today, and I am doing air embroidery. You see, this is a leaf, this is another leaf, these are already out. I didn't stabilize them, that it's what we need to do. Sorry, I need to drink. And if my app says I need to drink, jokes apart, this is so useful because sometimes you do it by yourself, sometimes you forgot. And then this is something interesting to do. Okay. Oh, here is Maxi and Anne. How are you? Welcome, welcome. How are you, Anne? How is the weather there? Here is a little bit more acceptable. It's hot, but acceptable hot. Nevertheless, I don't have long sleeves. I don't have sleeves at all. So let's see. So, air embroidery. How do you do it? Well, here is one that I finished this morning. Sorry. I need to go to see what happened there. I wanted my dogs were really barking, and I heard some voice, and I went to see if there was someone in the garden, but there is not. Okay, what I said. This one, it's just made. I didn't take it out. So when I take out, it will be like that. But I remember I have spray starch, and I have all good. Oh, typical Florida 90s. That's okay. So I have my ironing device. So I am going to try. That's why the first ones I made it on plastic. This is the mold where I made them. You can see that it's a little bit different than when it was on this. So I don't want that to happen with this one. So I am going to do these ones too, but this, because I want to iron it, I did in cardstock. Maybe I need to do one for everyone that I made. I don't know. It's my first time. So let's do that because I think it needs to dry. I don't know if with the iron needs to dry. We'll see. Hope all is well. Yes, my uncle had in the middle of the night a scare, like alarm, but it's okay too. There. Let's put this. And I need some backing. Maybe this one will be a good backing. We'll see. At the same time, it will absorb some of the material, the spray. So let's put a generous, because they are little. We don't need We have a little iron and a little thing to iron, so we don't need a lot. Let's start with these ones. Maybe I need to put this paper. I have here parchment paper. Let's put it in both sides, like here first, and then over. And this is 110. Let's put some of this and this. $115. Maybe it's enough. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, it's not the original form, but it will be at least usable. And now the big try. Let's stabilize that. Before we take it out. Hola, mami, ¿cómo estás? Ah. This is completely wet. I think it's because of the paper. $135 now. 140, that's it. A little bit more. I try to remember how my mom. Mami, ¿cómo hacías para usar el coso para planchar, el líquido para planchar? I don't know if she is hearing me. $150 there, the right temperature. Okay, let's give that a time, and I am going to make a second pass here, and then we are going to start one new, while this is okay. My mom, it's not nearly. Anyway, we have it here, Let's put it aside, let that dry a little bit. And I am going to left this aside too. Oh, that was a good idea to have this. It did absorb a lot. And I think I can just leave it. No entre tela, el líquido, este líquido para planchar, pero ya lo dejé secándose ahora. Yo creo que ya está. Le pasé 2 veces con calor y espero que se seque. Si no, vamos a saberlo. Gracias, mami. Okay. My mom thought I was talking about something else, like the fabric you put and you glue with the iron. Okay. So because let me tell you, I don't iron a lot of years now. Okay, what do you need to do this technique? You need embroidery floss. You need regular floss in another color, no matter what color, but need to be another color from the one, like this one, it's from the Bordeaux and pink, and I did it with white. The others, I did it with orange. So depends on the embroidery floss. You might need needles. I have my needles here. And you need cardboard. We are going to do with cardboard. This is like a cereal. This is from chocolate. And something to poke in, like foam, and something to poke with, like an awl or these kind of things. It is an awl or even a needle, okay? So what are we going to do that will be little, and because we need to do all the process, so better be neatly. We can arrive to this part of the process or almost there, but it will be nice to see something done. So I can do a little leaf. If you want something different, let me know. We can do a circle. Like a circle, it's the best thing to do because, like I did here inside, it was easy. But we can do something a little bit different. So let's see. Let's put some. Okay. Something like that. I need. We can do a fish. I love fishes. So let's do a fish. Not a big one. Not a complicated one either. Something like that. So now I am putting this over here, and I am going to do little holes following the design. As much as you think you need to assure the form, the shape. Like if it's a square, maybe I need to do only 4. I don't know. But this needs more. And if we see we need more, we can do it. So let's see the colors that we are going to use. I think we can do it with reds and pinks. Red will be nice. Maybe yellow. We can do more than one color also. Maybe yellow in some parts. And maybe green. We might need white for the eye and black. So let's see which green. I think this green will be okay. And we need black and white. Let's see, where do we have? Black is here. This is the variegated. This is not. And we need white. And I think I put it here. Yes. We have the white. Okay, we have all the embroidery floss we need. We might need another color of, we can use, I think we can use the white, but I want you to see it. Well, you are going to see it anyway. So first thing, you need to put a needle on the white regular. Well, I had a little bit here, so I am going to use it. I am going to put it double just because I want to be strong, okay? So we are going to choose which color because we have a little bit of white. I don't mind, but I can do everything around with another color. Let's use another color for everything around. Let's use the brown. We can do maybe brown even in the eye. So let's use a brown to do everything around. We are not going to use a needle in that. And we are not going to cut this. You unravel, and because we are going to follow the lines with this, and we are going to use the holes to anchor the embroidery flows, like in and out, and you form a bridge and take this. Have you ever done that, Anne? Because for me it's something new, but maybe you did a lot of things. So I am going to go all around first. And this is the time that if you see that you need another hole, you do it. Okay. So Let me tell you a little bit about why I didn't stream last time. I put on the post that I needed a little bit of me time. And I was feeling a little, I don't know how to say, like in a revolution, that things were not stable inside. And I started to not uh, to have problems to sleep, eating, like a lot of things that show me, Miriam, you are not so good. What is happening to you? It wasn't something alarming, but I used to hear myself a lot. And how you say, put the hand on the pulse, like be aware of where you are standing, how you feel. And I thought I have something I need to let things cool down. It's like if I felt that when you take water and you do that, and then you need to wait and do nothing until the water is still again. That's what I felt. And then I needed to make a break and try to let that thing to come to me. And I am not, don't know if I completely gasped it, but I was thinking something already. So this one, sorry, I need to tell you, this one, it's okay if it's finished. You finish it on the other side when it's not comfortable to use. You finish it like that, and then you put new, because we did use something that it was already here, and I have more prepared. So that's the all the thing that it wasn't something bad, but I was having a lot of migraines and a lot of disarrays, and I thought something is not completely right. So I need to really make a. So then you come to the next hole to that, and you continue with the casting of the embroidery all around. Uh, One thing I remember in this time was when I started my last work I did, and on the interview, they watched my CV and they said, "You change places every 2.5 years." And I wasn't really realized that. And I said, "Oh, no, but I want to be here a lot of time." Yeah, what are you going to say? Yeah, maybe I will be tired in 2 years. So don't give me the shot. But uh, it's almost the time why I did the connection. It's almost the time I am active in my channel. So I made a little change lately that wasn't intended. It was what, that I did. I make several different things, but all these things are around uh, a main subject. And now I went more textile. And I am, like I said, I went to the rabbit hole of textile world, and I'm starting to discover some things and adapt some other things. And I don't know where this is going to take me, but I was thinking, what about the people that following me? When they started to follow some kind of art in general. And now might they be interested? So in all my things, I said, I don't know, because I know that I am in a quest, in a kind of quest in life to, I don't want to put it in words because it's like minimize it. But that maybe it's one of the reasons why I make like an exploration in something and then I go to another thing to learn something different. There are people that they are living in one place all their lives, and maybe their parents lived in the same place, even in the same house. I went through 25 different houses, and more here when I came from to Israel. And yeah, now I am going to grab some of these here again so I can cut it. I'm not going to cut the other one because we still need to do this, but I am going to cut this part that we don't need. That's it. So I have a model that maybe was the necessary model for what I need to achieve in my life. I think any one of us have something to achieve beyond the things that we can decide and see in every minute of our lives. It will be a path marked when we are not here anymore. I don't mind to go twice or even three times in one place because we are going to cover this. But I need to come to my eye, like here first. So I don't know what is this. I am having fun. I am discovering new things. I am trying to make the best of all worlds and try to see, okay, how I can incorporate now something I already done, or for instance, my cricut to do these things on cardboard or even on plastic, because I am going to try to iron over plastic and see what happens. Because plastic is more durable. So I have a lot of plastics like this. Where are they? Now I'm not going to find them. Yes. Like this one. So it's sturdy enough, it's flexible enough. The only thing I need to see if it's going to resist to be ironed. Not directly, of course, we are going to put the paper anyway. So this could have a little bit more of curvature, but I don't mind in this moment. Let's put some more. I think it's better to put little pieces of string and not to have the string or the knots everywhere. Belinda, hi honey. How are you, my dear? I am doing like the spiders, air embroidering, and these ones we already treat. These are out. This is the one that we are going to take out together. And we're doing now a fish, a little fish, so we can see how to do it. Have you ever did that? Or embroidery or lace? It's not like crochet. You can crochet with embroidery floss or even with this kind of thread, but it's not what we are doing now. I am casting now the borders of my fish. I did some holes all around the shapes, and now I am going with my embroidery floss here, and I am catching it. Well, I will catch it when I do this right. We can put this like that. Okay, we have a problem. That's it. Tired of you. So I am going up with the embroidery floss. No embroidery for me. Oh, perfect. This is a little bit different of embroidery. Like we need to know only one embroidery stitch. And after that, with that, we do everything. So I am going to this again. Put this here. It will be a really interesting eye. You see that? We could do something different there. So I am taking, oh, not this one. I need to take it out. Let's see. Is this one I need. There. So I can make the little circle here. Now, if we don't know which one, we can put it from here and then we know which one is. We change it. You also can number them if you need. or mark it on the other side too. It will be very funny, this fish. I love fish. If it's something that I really love, is fishes. So now, let's see. What happened here is that my embroidery, it's stuck in there. So first of all, let's take out the other embroidery. And then we might need to unravel this like that before stay there, stay there. Let's see how much we need to. Okay, one goes up, another was in and out. And then we need to go here to finish this part. And we are going to go this direction because we need to do this one. So I did all around one color. You can go for parts and do that the colors you need. Like if this will be red, this part will be red, and so on. Again, oh honey, you are not a good string. Okay, anyway, we need now to and I am going now to cut a little bit of this. Maybe it's too much, but I need to take it out from here, the other side. Okay. That could happen. Okay. I'm going to try sometime, but not right now. No, of course not. It does, however, it's a beautiful effect, yes. And now I am going to combine a piece. I have here some fabric, and we are going to use not all maybe, but some of them. We are going to try to use. There are different ways I can imagine to use it. One is in a contrasting way. Let's say I have here black and I do this one. So I embroider a flower, and this is the element that can be 3D like that. I even can put spray and let it dry in this fashion, or I can put here and here like thread and then let it. I can do all around, and we can cut it later, and then we can put this over a white piece with this part. Let's say in this case is black. We can do it with this kind of fabric, so it will be more like bluish, and this is a very good combination. In the middle a little bit more of light, and here. That will be perfect. And the other thing that I am not going to do it because I am afraid now to do it is to put it on a piece of fabric, to do this kind of stitch all around and then cut it the fabric all around. I don't know, but that's another way to do it. So you have a space, like a hole where the holes are. So you can put it in a contrasted fabric also, or you can put it in all white fabric. For instance, this on all white fabric will be perfect. Like when I did my last pouch that I put in internet, I did this part, the bottom hole in white. I did this. I did all of this in the same color of the fabric, or almost the same color, but you can see because it have texture, like this one have texture. So doesn't matter that it's these stitches add texture. So it doesn't matter that they are white. So you can do white on white for a delicate or more delicate thing, or you can do colors like I did here and put them on a white or black or whatever color it is. And we are going to finish our last of this, of the fishes. And then you can combine this with regular embroidery, with print on fabric, even I think with print on a card. You can put that on a card and it will be so nice, like in a mixed media project. So I think it have a lot of applications, not only for embroidery. So now I am taking this last part and I am secure it a little bit and cut. Okay, we have all the shape, and this part it's done. I am going to, it's not nice enough because I made some mistakes on the way with the thread, but good enough. So now we talk about colors. We talk about these colors. So now we can do some different things. We can do like this. That means that we are going to see through. We can have parts where we are not going to see through, like for instance, the eye. So let's, first of all, we need to cast all around. We need to do buttonhole stitches. Oh, Anina, hi, how are you, my dear? Oh, thank you, Belinda. How are you, Anina? I am doing a technique for air embroidery. I have here some leaves I already did, and I have a flower that we need to take out in a minute. So let's see what we need to do here. Now I am going to work in each part with the color I am going to do. Or I can come with this anyway and do the all around. I am going to do all around. So too bad I cut it. Anyway, I am going to show you how to put a new thread. Even though I think you understood that. You need to put the thread behind other threads. So let's see. I am going to start here just because I want to start here. You don't need to start in a particular place, but I am going to start in a place where lines meet. So you can secure like this and put the thread not so big on the same place that is the other stitch. And now we are not going to go inside of the cardboard. We are going to do the stitches and go around like I am going inside here. I am grabbing it from behind and I am doing the buttonhole stitch, that is this one beside the other. If we want to have a little around, we go with one string. If we want something more substantial, we can put here this one twice the thread, or you can use a thread with more than like bigger than this. So I am going to do it so you can see it well. Go below the stitch and trap it here, you see? And you need to be as, okay. This one is a disaster because I went to the other place. Well, I'm not going to be tidy today. If you work with only one string, you can unravel the thread in that case. We are going to do something interesting to be able to do that. But when this thread is finished, you see, I am doing the border, that is this border, that then will permit to have that on a, like the form. It contains this form because when now it contained because of these stitches, but we are going to take out these stitches. So we need to do something. So I am doing this. It's a buttonhole stitch. Like when you do a buttonhole, I don't know if you do know that. My grandma used to do it very nice once. It was a time that we didn't use even machines to do and your machine can do it also. Every sewing machine now have this. I'm not a very tidy sewer or knitting, so I won't be doing the same stitch every time, the same kind of. It's the same stitch, but it's not tidy. It's not the same height, the same direction. It's like my life. It's a perfect representation of my life. So now, maybe it's more organic. Thank you, Belinda. I think that is something really, and you know what it is? If you can do it slow enough, you can understand a lot of things of life with this. Because when we are going to do this part, we will need balance. We will need to balance one thread with the other in order to form a net with that. And it's not a regular net either. It's to be like nice to the eye, but don't need to be. I tried to do it as symmetrical as I could. If you can see, you have the big ones that are the ones that we are doing now, and then you go with thin ones, and these ones needs to be balanced one to the other so they stay in place. Hi Lisa, how are you? You are on time to see the fish. I am a spider today. So as a spider, I am doing the outer part of my net. So how are you? So never mind if I have a little thread, because we can finish and reinitiate and still have a continuity. All the time I am thinking when I do this that we need to take it out. So I try to have a connection between stitches and have the less possible gaps between them. We will have a little gap when we go over one of these stitches, and we need to be all the time really comfortable with the string. When it becomes too tight, then we are going to put it in between one of these cut. I'm not going to let that go too much. And we can put more string. I need to buy, I think, uh, black. I don't have a lot. I don't know if I have in another set. I need to watch. Oh, I'm glad you are well, honey. So I am going to go. You are not going to do a knot here. You can do a knot with the other one, or you can put this here like that, all together. And with the first buttonhole stitch, if the thread is in place, that it's not, so with that first stitch, we secure the thread, and I did it over the other one that was very little. And again, you go behind the string, the one that we did here, and for those who don't know, Lisa did his first live. I don't know if you continue doing lives, Lisa. I caught that one, the first one. And it was very nice. He did a journal from a calendar. It was very nice too. Nice one. Let's see. Okay, I will try to do it in a place you can see. I made a very, very little fish and shape that it's very simple. So we don't have 5 hours to do this. But of course, you can do the complexity that you want. It's important to know when you do something complex that you might need then more balance in the strings in the middle. Like this took me time to understand how to do it, and then I started to do it all almost the same. This one was easiest. That's because it's only a regular close shape. And I could do this with another color too. That was my intention at first, and then I did it like that. But you know, it's like everything. You start to do something, and sometimes that change because our art have his own life too. Have a voice. So you need some type of starch This is a spray starch to use with ironing. You can use regular starch with water and let it dry. Uh, you can use another stabilizer, and then after it's stitched on the fabric, you can wash it. And you can do this work and then put some glue and do a mobile or put in the middle of a mixed media work. Don't need to be on fabric. One thing to have in mind is, well, several things. One happened just now and I need to fix it. You need to be careful that your knot is in the right place. If not, you might need to even go over it like this and change it. Because you see, when I put my finger and I do that with, I secure that the knot will be little and where I want it. The same if I go really, really slow and I put my finger all the way, then this is correct. When you have a loop, it's incorrect. So this needs to be formed. You need to tie up the knot just in place. And for that, you need to have this configuration. I hope you can understand what I say. This thread needs to be tensioned with your finger while you move this one. So I am going under, over, forming this, but my finger is always here, so I can catch it. Of course, I'm not perfect in this, and sometimes it's bigger, sometimes it's not. Change directions, as I said. Let's see. We'll be doing more live videos. Oh, perfect, Lisa. I've been busy getting ready for a conference. Table decoration for banquet with 90/20 theme. Oh, that's nice. You can use beads on this. Now that you refer to beads and sequence, we can use beads too in this part. We could use sequence on the eye. I might do that today. So I am going inside here so I can catch, and then I am going down there so I can start this part. And I try to go as near I can. You can grab the stitches and go take them more one near to the other. And that's all these. That's why I have something prepared already, but I want to show you how to do at least one. So I don't, and I let this unravel because it twists and twists, and I need to untwist it as much as I can. And it started twisted when I do this stitch. So the best way to do it is to let that the the universe lost to help you. I suppose that the same thing you can do on fabric and then take it out and put in the fabric you are going to do it for real. But people use cardboard to that. So we are going to. Like cereal boxes or something like that. It's perfect for this. I am feeling again that this it's not on Wednesday will be 16 years I am here in Israel. I cannot believe it. We are going to do a party on the okay. This is okay. I can cut it a little bit bigger because we have to go all around so we don't have the 90 degrees. Sorry, Miriam. I love you, but stitching is not my thing. I see. Yes, that's okay. That's what I thought, what I told at the beginning. It's okay, honey. You don't need to stay. Anyone that is not interested in what I do, don't need to stay. I will continue to do whatever I feel, and maybe it's not for you. It's not for you. I love you anyway. That was what I was talking about when I took my time last stream. I am going through changes, and my art is leading the way. I don't know where I'm going yet, but I am not going to condition my process in any mean. So I know that there are people that are not going to want to be here, and I will respect and love them anyway. But I think the only thing you can do in your life is to be through to yourself. It's the only thing you owe to yourself is to be true. And I'm not sure if this will be a permanent uh, change or if I even going to go completely to the textile side, or I will do some uh, switching, or how do you say in English, like join things together. That might be my future, but I don't know, and I'm not in a place where I am going to uh, tell myself what I need to do, because I think that's a right that we earn with the years. So I compromised myself a lot when I was younger, partly because I didn't know, partly because fear that things like that happened right recently with Anina will happen, and I will respect that. It's perfectly respectful. Myself, when I go, yeah, Belinda, thank you. But yes, 16 years. I think so. I am wearing a silk dress. I have a sheer fringe shawl, and I have a beautiful brooch and a head dress. I will not. I will put it. Yes, please. I will want that. So that's the thing that I needed to pause, to do a pause, a break, and start to hearing what happened inside. I still don't know. What I know is that myself, when I am going over YouTube to see, to watch something, myself, I know I'm not satisfied with the same things I was. And I started to pay attention to different things. No, that's okay for me. As an artist, I think that we need to follow our heart. And as a mixed media artist, I think that even I see myself, for instance, doing a watercolor on a watercolor paper and then embroider over that and then cut it and put it in a, I don't know, in a collage. But I don't want to go so far, you know? I know that there is a possibility. I know that that would happen. I don't know if it will make me happy. So right now, I think that it's because I need that break. I need that pause to understand myself and to know what is really happening with me. That maybe this slow stitch and the contact with the floss and with the fabric, the softness of that, it's maybe a contrast against the paper, against the rhythm of the gel printing. I can see gel printing in my horizon, but I can see a different pace. So yeah, I don't know. I think that also there are part of exploring Oh, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I'm going to read. I have always loved that you experiment and try new things. You are so talented. I admire your courage. Yes, it needs courage to, but I think that also uh, I'm not a big channel, and I still wondering if I want to be a big channel. Maybe that's why I'm not a big channel yet. But maybe I have other things in mind. I've been seeing many people that change things in life, and they had a YouTube channel and they lost some and then they gained some. So the more important thing is if you are here, you are enjoying what I can bring to the plate. It's not that it's important, it's good, it's no good, it's what I can bring to the plate. So if it will be Dinah and you come because you love my pie, if I don't do the pie because I do something different and you don't like it, maybe you go to eat to other places, but maybe you try what I have and I said, oh, that's nice too. So, okay. You cannot please everyone, and I am a people pleaser that need to make a change. That's it. I need to do what make me happy. And we are almost finished. As we talk, I didn't do just a circle because it won't give us teaching opportunities. Now I am going to go inside the eye. So what I am going to do is these movements, like this, and then I am going to go out and here. So it started again the schools next week. So I am finally going to Spain, not to Argentina. Argentina was way out of my league. Way out. In any way, I am going to this side, all in this side, just for you to know. This I am going to let it be a little bit bigger so I can tie it with the other one, and then I will cut. And these parts, these little parts, you can cut it later with very carefully. True, you can please some of the people some of the time, but I cannot please all of the people all of the time. That's correct, Belinda. When I'm going to Spain, end of October, for 1 week, I'm going to my granddaughter's birthday. So, yes. I'm not going to do tourism. even though maybe I can finally go to the Tyson Museum that I couldn't go last time because we chose, let me tell you something, we chose the Museo del Prado. And I thought that will be something that will be nice. And you know what? It was terrible for me. It was a terrible election. So I didn't enjoy it, almost didn't enjoy it. But you learn, and it's very big, and you need a lifetime to go all the places, I think. So this is like paint, but with thread. And it's very interesting. I tried to do something like that in this, and it was very, very difficult to do. Very difficult to do. And I don't think I achieved what I wanted to achieve, but anyway, it's what it is. It's what I did. These ones I am more satisfied with the trees and the little birds. But again, I could been doing light and like different threads, like I did here to do volume, to do light. I decided not here, and here I wanted to try. And so far, it's not what make me happy. So I don't think you are going to see a lot of this. I am not going to see a lot. There are people that do things embroidery that you watch it is like a painting. It's really a painting. So I admire them, but I'm not going to emule. I am not going to try to be like them. I think maybe in the future, I don't know. I saw this about this kind of embroidery, and I said, no, not for me. And I went to other things, and then I saw another creator. Maybe it's the way that she explained that, or I was more prepared. Sometimes happen that you are more prepared for things. And it was in the same week. It's not that I needed to do a process for that. And now I am loving it. I understood how to do it, and I am loving it. So that's it. We'll see. And one thing I did in the past, I don't think it's my time now either, is needlepoint. I used to do big things to hang on my wall. One that is one that I might, now that I am more mature, maybe I might do that again. It was the silhouette of a woman from behind, only the silhouette in white or cream on a brown background. And she had the hair, and the hair went out in a braid, in a big, big braid, that like this, and went all over the body of her. and that was very nice. And I might do it myself because that it was something that I bought in Brazil, I think, with all the threads and everything, and it was already painted on the canvas, and I only did what I saw, paint by numbers almost. And I did another one like that, paint by numbers, like was a sunset on the sea. And that was nice too, but after many places I lived and many countries I lived and many marriages, not all things in life, and I have it. But I have the memory, and I can do it again if I please. Maybe I can use the resource, the thing that I really love. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I used to do cross stitch and embroidery, says Lisa. I can only do slow stitch for a short period of time. It causes my hands to cramp. Well, let me tell you, I am doing this very, very gently because my hands did cramp several times. And also I had my right side contracted because all the muscles and with the pain that I needed to, like one night, and still I needed to sleep, so it went away, and still I had it in the morning, less, but I had it. It was unbearable. But that is because I overextend my time, because I see, oh, I want to finish that, I want to finish this. With this, for instance, I respect myself. So I did a part, and then I left aside, and then I did another part, and I need to be sincere. I had several times that I tried to, and then I recognized that, and I said, okay, no, I can put it aside and do it later. And that's what I did because, yeah, it's hard to the. What is hard is that you do it for an extensive period of time. Like if I do gel printing for a lot of time and I'm not respect myself, I can have pain too. So the other thing is if you recognize that you are anxious to finish things and try to do things. Now I am going inside until I arrive to the other point, so I don't add volumes here. So if you recognize you are anxious, you can do tricks to yourself. Like, for instance, little things. But sometimes you did a trick to yourself, but to another side. So I started with these, that are the leaves, and I really nice and little and not take a lot of time. And then I decided to do this. And after I finished to go all around, I said to myself, what have I done? Little steps, it's okay too. I'm not going to be able to do all around with this, so I better finish here. And I am going to, oh, I could just cut this because we are going to go still, but I think this is very thin, so I want to go over that. Okay, nothing important. Okay, I have started my little oats place. So here I am putting this little, like what I have, a little one. If I need to use it today. If I don't, I can put it in there. So one day you can use it for an embroidery session. And at the same time, it's not doing problems here like this. So what I did, here is my needle. So I see a lot of people that put like something on the table, like a tablecloth maybe. I am not. I am still in the phase that I am a multimedia artist. Okay, that went well. Ah, I wanted to do something different. Let's grab double the string, the floss, I don't know, and let's put the two pieces together inside. Oh, almost, almost. Yes. So we have two here, you see, and here we have the other part. Now I can come, I have double, but I can come here and put the needle inside, and then I have an instant anchor. This is to anchor the thread, and we don't have a knot, and we don't do anything weird. And if we have a problem and we need, let's say that I went over something that I didn't intend, I can take the thread out, take it, and then put it on the needle again. So that's the advantage. And I don't remember to do that always because it's not what I used to do, but I think it's very clever way to do. Okay, we all still need this part now. There are people that do something similar like this, but they do it on a linen fabric, and they take out some of the threads in the fabric and then use that void with this kind of stitch all around, and they made the thing that I most love in fabrics, that it's when you have some places open and all around this kind of stitch. Have a name, I don't remember now. Hammermick or something like that. It takes a lot of courage to cut first and sew then later. I don't think I have yet. We're almost there, and I made a mistake, and I will try to repair it. Okay, that's it. So I need to go over that so I can repair it. That's it. In a way, I am repairing it, but we'll see. Oh, what happened here? Okay, I think we don't have a lot of string to do that. Maybe we might need to put more. Pity, I could put a little bit more here. Let's go slowly and see. You have to be gentle and kind to your body. When we do not listen, it can create pain. Yes. Praising yourself. Yes, Belinda. Yes, Lisa. It's important to pace yourself. I do have problems still with the thing that I put some days to my streams, and I felt obligated, you know. I don't know if I am going more to a more free schedule, or I will see. But I cannot be in pain all the time. That I know. Because also I want to do things. It's not that I don't want to do things. And sometimes to do a stream, you are somehow obligated to continue until you finish. And the thing is also that I don't feel pain in the moment. If I feel the pain in the moment, I can say, okay, sorry, but I don't feel well. I am going to finish this. Okay? That's one thing you can do. But you are not aware of the consequences until it's too late sometimes. Okay, we have all around. Now we need to do these lines. And these lines are the very more interesting, but I am going to start with the two that are plain, that are like woven, because I don't want to do a translucent eye, for instance. So I am going to grab now white. Again, you see, I'm not used to do it on the other way. Because I need to put it in here inside, I am going to put my stitches on the inner part. So Now I need, oh, no, I need only one, sorry. I need only one because the thing is that need to be as thin as could be. So I am going to go side to side, but not to the end, like inside. I should have been started on the other side, but anyway, no matter. So I am going to do a plain stitch, like going for every part. Depend on the surface, if it's a big one or it's a little one, you can go side to side and that's it, or you need to wave inside. So I'm going to go side to side and see what happens. If I need more, I will weave. And weave is like when you weave a basket, you do vertical and then horizontal uh, lines that go alternated inside. And I put my stitch inside on this, and here is the last place. So this is not the lace part, okay? Just to be aware, this is the part that it's plain. You could do an applique, for instance, with this method, and then you do all plain stitches, and then you cut and you put over another fabric already done. You don't embroider on the fabric, you embroider like that. That could be, could do some 3D embroidering if you want. Like I could do the fins in a way that they go out a little, but that is for another time. Now I am going to continue with the eye to the other side. And just for fun, we are going to wave. We don't need wave because you see that it's perfectly covered, but only to see what wave is, we are going to wave. And it's like that, in, out, in, out. I'm not going every thread. You can go for every thread, one in, one out. I'm not doing that. Let's put inside this and go again in and out a little bit. And now we have one part. I am going to cut this because I already anchored it. We don't need it. One part. It's white on white, so you are not going to see. And this go to the odds. Now we are going to do this that I don't know if it's I think it's a very dark blue. It's not black as I thought, but it's going to be okay. If I can thread the needle because it have more threads, this one. to enter here. Wow. What happened to you, baby? I don't want to grab another needle. Okay, again, I'm not doing a knot. I am putting this inside the brown part, and I come back with a little invisible one, and then I go 1, 2, 3, several times until I close that part. And I think that's it. This is like embroidering, but in the air. Okay, we have the eye. Now we need to start the real job. Let's grab some red. Now, one thing that's going to happen, because I used 2 different colors, it will happen what happened here, for instance. I use for the inside only pink, so where is Bordeaux, it's overlap. But never mind. Oh, Lexi, hi! You're running out of different ways to ask that. How it's going? Happy Sunday. How are you, Miriam? I'm perfect. How are you? Did you end up getting a cold? No. I took a break because I hurt my body. And I didn't have a cold, and I was very, very inside. I didn't know what happened, so I took a break, and I decided to be gentler with me and accept my changes and present myself as I am every time. It's the only thing I can offer, me, even though my me, it's not the same all the time. Not like you, that you are collaging. I am weird. Okay, so only one. Start anywhere you want. We need to do some strategy, and you even can mark it if you want here. So I can say that it's better if I go like that first, and I do that, and then I can go like this and join everything one side on the other. So let's start. We need to imagine that when we finish, we are going to have everything out like that. So everything needs to be connected with the other part. If not, will happen what happened here, that it seems that this part wasn't connected enough and it's like broken. But I still can sew it together. Okay, but that's what happened when you don't have a good connection. You can do it, this part, with another kind of, sorry, but I have a knot, so I need to take this out. You can use a thinner. Didn't I put you there on the odds part? Let's close it. That's it. You see, it's anchored, but you don't see it. Now I need to go to the other side, going under or inside. That's a decision that you make one time, two times, and then you anchor it. If you anchor it first, it will this thread will be not be tension enough. Now I can go to the other side. I think we are going to do like a zigzag. And I am going inside because we have the white on the other side. And I did that, but I need to anchor again. So I am going again. And this time I am going inside the loop. Because, oh, no, don't do that. If that happens, you can you can do two things. Cut it, because I cannot undo that. So I could cut it, or I could take it to the other side like that and anchor on this side. I'm going to cut it now. I don't need this. I can grab this. Yeah, that's it. Let's come to this side as again. Behind or in, and then another one. When this is already tense and you grab him from here, and then you anchor it, going inside the loop. If you go inside, it's an automatic anchor. You don't need to. Let's say I am going inside this. I can go, and that's it. But it's always nice to go under anyway and do an anchor. And you can reposition that even in another place if you want to go this side, for instance, or you're going to go from here. So I go around until I am in the place I want. Then I anchor it. One thing you can do so you don't fight all of these things is to cut around. Not exactly, but beware not to cut strings here or here, but following the size, the shape, it's better. Oh, painting with big brushes is fun. We had to paint our front steps this week. I got stuck with the pick. But Belinda, let's see what's happening. How was it? Oh, Becky, hi. Oh, thank you. I am loving it either. So, sorry if I you need to come with me in that adventure. Maybe you don't like it, but I love it. And this flower that I did, I think that we don't have much time. We have 6 minutes. So you saw almost everything in the technique. You need to only go from here to here and go anchoring in every part. And now look what I am going to do, because we already started stabilizer this, and it's done. I am really curious to take this out. So what you do is to cut the strings. Let's see if I have a more little one that is better for the work. I know I have. I don't know if I will find it. No, this is not it. So I don't know where my 2 littles are. Let's use this. Little enough. You could use, I think we can use this too. It will be better, yes. The simple cutter. So we can reuse the mold if we want to do more of these flowers. The only thing we take out is this casting thread, and that will need to be enough. It's very dangerous to do that, even though it's more labor. We need to go from this part. Yeah. Then we need to take out all these strings, but see? Aha. We have a flower. I will watch with different ways to mount it in fabric, and I will experiment with that. So in the meantime, I think I see you in PM in a minute. We have still 3 minutes. So you see, this part is a little sketchy. And it's not so rigid, but don't lose the form. That is what I wanted. Here, you need one more if you want. You see, it's not completely, but this one is completely done. So this is something to have in mind when you do. You need to balance the strings. So when you take this out, you really have whatever you want it to have, and no disaster. So I don't want to do it fast. You can see the results here. And I will post, as usual, a picture of everything. Thank you for being here. Love you. Bye. Hi, Becky. Bye, Becky. Yes, it's a you need to love it, not only like it, or found that it's for you. Bye.